Hey guys, welcome to another 8:30 workshop video. So in this one, we'll be experimenting with a website that lets you play RPGs solo using the one-page solo engine, but it's an interactive app. There's apps on, I think, Google Store or Google Play Store, Apple Store, and Kindle, I believe. If you Google search this, it will pull up the itch website, and then you'll be able to start this. This is the interactive version of it. The one page is obviously the physical Oracle you can download for free, which available which is available on itch. But trying to see if I have it here. I know I do. That's part of my collection of other 12 dozen oracles I have. But in any event, it basically takes the physical copy and yeah, here it is. The physical copy. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Goose. It takes the physical version of one page solo engine, and then it turns it into an interactive website. I didn't plan on really showing you guys, and so I kind of forgot to take out the physical copy of it. But um, I know I've used it before for other videos. Anyways, that doesn't matter right now. What does matter is the website. And again, it's free, it is interactive, and there's two modes to play it in. Basically journaling. So this is good if you like to, which I do a lot, is to journal your RPGs. So if you're not too much of a visual map person in your RPGs, or you're hybrid, like I kind of do, I have that Google document that's it's a very simplistic map region view of my misfortunes campaign. But this one is a very handy, takes everything from that paper and brings it into this app. So it's an active app, it's an interactive UI, and you can tell your story all through this. And then as you do everything through the oracles and the interactivity, you can export it to a text file or an HTML file. The phone app works the same way. It's basically just on here. And as you guys can see, it has a very simplistic approach. Great design, kind of has those turning gear animated gears. So there's role mode, which is mechanics only. Then there's story mode, which if you journal a lot, then you can type out everything that's happening in your campaign, or mostly everything, like important details, onto this list. So, for example, if we start out with um, it has an oracle yes or no, how much action focus, detail focus, topic focus, and it has all of these for actions and then generators. So let's do a plot hook for our character. Let's say so it gives us it rolls everything off the top based on the paper. Restore something broken. So okay, it says the objective is to restore something broken, a new or recurring villain, money or valuables. So I'm guessing that somebody wants us to fix something for them, but it's currently perhaps being it was stolen by a villain, and this person giving us this quest, essentially, or plot hook, will give us money in return. So that's one way to interpret it or perceive it. So I'm going to say that I guess more a plot hook is more of like it's already in your campaign's already in action. So if you're not happy with a you can clear everything, that clears everything. You can erase the individual for example, you can erase the individual listed outcomes right there like that. So let's do generic. Let's see, where is my character? Our character is Mr. Character. So let's say what it does, assist, mundane, extraordinary. How significant. So we're doing something, we're assisting somebody with a very mundane task, but it's for some reason it's really exciting to do. So I am maybe I am helping a farmer plant some seeds, planting helping a farmer plant seeds, but extraordinary. Maybe the view is extraordinary. Maybe it's just like this farm is on an edge of a hill, and there's just this extraordinary view that even that our character is kind of enjoying to look at while he's just doing this very mundane task. So that's how I see it. But I can see a like amazing view of the mountains, of the ocean, maybe. I mean, that's more, yeah, ocean. So that's how I perceive that generic generator. And let's say we're helping NPC. So the NPC will be like this: specialist, so a farmer. Goal obtain is to complete the farm. Uh, Obvious physical trait, unique. The farmer is maybe a very unique trait of the person. Unique, something odd. Has a bum leg. So maybe like a pirate has a wooden leg. So that's why we're helping him. Let's write this out. So farmer um, helping plant seeds has a wooden leg, a peg leg, if I'm not mistaken. A peg leg. Attitude to PC surprisingly lacking. So the farmer is his attitude towards us is surprisingly lacking. Maybe because he's not too worried about us. So the farmer is very focused on his planting of seeds. So I'll do period here, period here, period here. Okay, and then conversation, equipment. Maybe the farmer is using a piece of equipment to help plant seeds, so he has some kind of mechanism that helps him plant seeds faster because of his leg. We're just helping out, I guess. Is so the farmer is focused on using a custom built device that helps him plant. Oh, maybe it's just maybe he's using some kind of device to help him, like a shovel or something, just to make a line from the for the water from the canal, just a path for the water before he lets it go. So it helps him carve a path into the dirt for the water runoff. That makes a little more sense. Okay, so that's the character. And then we're not in a dungeon, we're not in a hex. The hex would be a farm. Same as current hex, nothing notable. Farmland. That probably would have been the first thing if we were working on the hex. So I'll remove that. So nothing really extraordinary happening. We're just enjoying the weather outside. We can ask how the weather is going to be. I'm assuming if we're outside working, it's not raining. But perhaps let's say, do we see rain in a distance? We're near the beach, and let's first ask, are there clouds in the sky? Like, are there any physical? Let's do even. Are there any clouds? Let's say, are there any clouds? So we're not using an oracle to roll the dice. We're using the oracle built into here. And I'm testing this because I want to try to use this for the misfortune where I'm not writing down in my Google Doc. I'm doing everything on here and then exporting it into my my Google Doc for my uh, episode outline, episode notes tracker. So this is an interesting little blend of Oracle and physical typing compared to while we will still use dice for. I may use dice at times. I still like to use dice for practically almost everything, like for obviously damage, fighting, encounters. But Oracle, perhaps we'll see how this Oracle is towards us because it uses the Oracle that is from the paper. Are there any clouds? So no, there's no clouds. So it's a clear sky. See, it says no. We didn't give it a modifier. So while we're planting seeds, does anything occur? Let's see. Plot hook. Here's a plot hook. Okay, escort or delivery to safety. Enemy horde force. Support of an ally. All right, so this happens when we're planting seeds in a farm. So maybe maybe a neighbor of the farmer runs over and sees that we're helping, perhaps is asking us for a favor or to assist with something, with some kind of really urgent matter. So a neighbor, farmer's neighbor, runs over to ask us for a favor while we're helping the current farmer. And the favor is to, so the adversaries is an enemy horde or force. So it doesn't have to be actual like bandits or people per se. It can be an opposing force like weather or not weather. Animals could be creatures, could be monsters. Support an ally. So the ally is the neighbor, the farmer, or maybe it's the farmer's like maybe it's the farmer's wife. I'd say that probably is more. That makes more sense. Farmer's wife runs over to us, asks us for a favor to maybe go to the market, or the farmer's son works at the local market, and the son forgot. See, if this was a whole like, actual campaign, I'll be really more prepared for it. But I feel like we're doing a favor for the farmer, and I was thinking like the farmer's son, oh, the farmer's wife's mother-in-law or mother works at the library, and she forgot her reading glasses. As simple as it sounds. The opposing force is closing time or like lack of transportation. But if you guys understand what's going on here, that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. That I can use this for outlining practically everything, but um, pacing, move. Let's try these other ones. Detail focus. Maybe I noticed something. My character instead of like a plot hook. I think plot hooks are probably more are better in while we're traveling or in the tavern. Let's try. I noticed something. So, do I notice anything strange? Do I notice anything in the area? I'm just kind of casually looking around. Unsavory. So, unsavory. Quick little definition lookup. Just something that's very dissatisfying, like a smell, like something strange. So we notice. I notice a strange smell. Okay, and what exactly is that smell? So we can do a topic, perhaps. Okay, what is the strange smell that we smell? Recent events. Okay, so something happened recently. Maybe there was if we're planting seeds, something happened to the farm, perhaps. So I'm helping this farmer uh recrop, replant, that basically just help him fix up his farm. So something happened to the farm. Maybe there was a heavy storm, but the smell would make more sense. Maybe like if we're next to the beach. Oh, maybe there's like a giant. I know this is weird, or like this is just out of nowhere, but like a giant dead carcass of a whale washed up on the sea, and we're just noticing now. Maybe we're planting seeds, and we're getting closer to the edge, and we can see this giant whale, like a what do you call this? A great white shark or something. There's a big whale carcass, just kind of. It's been there for a couple days now, and it's just sitting there, unfortunately dead. So I see a large dead whale on the beach, and that it's a recent event, so that makes more sense. And so the smell leads to us smelling the like a carcass of a whale. So player action. So this is basically story mode, and rolling doesn't let you type anything. It just gives you the outcomes. But let's see. Let's narrate. So I asked the farmer how long the whale has been there. Now, does he know about the whale? I'm going to say he does. So we do a yes or no question. It's likely he knows about the whale. Does he know about the whale, the dead whale? He does. And, okay, so yes, and he dreads it. So he does know about the whale, but, oh, and he, the smell, the smell it bothers him. And the smell is irritating. The smell, oh, it gets into the farmhouse. The smell is unbearable, basically. The smell is unbearable. Okay, so yes, and so we can, while we're helping him plant seeds as the most mundane possible quest possible. It's a side quest, maybe. Um, there's all, I forgot to use this set the scene. So describe how they envision the scene starting, including what your character, your character. I'm guessing they meant the type is doing and hopes to, or charters hopes to accomplish. So we are planting seeds with a farmer. Um, the farmer dreads, whoops, is disgusted by the large dead whale on the beach. So let's see what happens with this one. An obstacle blocks your way, normal. Okay, so nothing really. Maybe the smell is so bad, it's just like we can't take it anymore, and the farmer stops. So the smell gets so bad, it's difficult to work. Obviously, there's no breathing masks back then, and this is back in the Middle Ages. It's difficult to work. So we have to figure out a way to get the whale, to just get rid of the whale's big, which is going to be um, oddly difficult. There's also random events which we can try. Harm, history. Okay, so something old. I'm just curious what that one, when that one does. Haven't used that one in a little bit. But okay, so we ask. We're going to ask the farmer if he wants. Uh, maybe we're a magician, or we're magically endowed. We can get rid of this whale somehow. Wants us to get rid of the dead whale, so it will make working out here easier, more bearable. I guess I should say, yeah, easier. Does he care? Like, does he? Let's try. Maybe he wants to keep this thing going, but it is bad. So let's say likely. Does the farmer agree? He doesn't. He wants us to keep. He wants us to keep working. So, uh, farmer wants us to keep working on the farm. Wants us to keep working. So, okay. So he doesn't want us to get rid of the big giant dead whale carcass out on the beach below, edge on below at the bottom of the cliffside. But maybe to just keep things off of the mind of the dead whale, we try to talk to something about we try to talk to him about something. So let's talk to the farmer about something else. Um, we asked the farmer about anything interesting to do in town. Maybe for later, later for today. A plot arc, mystical. Okay. Plot arc mystical. Well, we don't have to really listen to the mystical part, but I'm saying the plot arc. Maybe the farmer needs more seeds. Say, farmer needs more seeds for the next day. Maybe running out. And so he's going to give us some gold to just go into town. Maybe that gives us a reason to leave. So uh, we'll do even on this one. Will the farmer? I always feel like we're the son in the story. Like the farmers are our dad. Will the farmer let us go to town now to buy more seeds? No, he is strictly no. Oh yeah, now I'm seeing it like this story is basically he is our father. Like we are the son of this character of this NPC, and we're something is bound to happen at this point. But um, he is strict. Uh, won't let us leave. Okay, so this we have this unbearable smell. We're working outside. It's really hot out. Like is it summer? I'm gonna say, is it hot out? No, and it's no and it's windy. So it's mild or it's nice out, but it's very windy. Oh, so if it's windy, interesting. That actually might be a little twist coming up here. So, I think this might be either yes or no or plot hook. I have an idea for what to do in this part, but let's try plot hook. Actually, that might not be necessary. An event maybe? Currently, no. Is the wind likely? Maybe because we're a kid or like we're a teenager. Does the wind is it gets really gusty and does it blow us off the cliff? Does does the gust does the winds get worse? Let's see. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it's just generally windy. Okay, it's just windy. Not like unbearably like hurricane winds, but just windy. So let's do a pacing move. Oh, reveal a new detail. Okay. Uh, we find something in the ground. Okay, so I find something in the ground. Okay. What do we find? Let's see. Detail focus. What do I find in the ground? Simple. Something simple. What is something simple? Social. A piece of gold, perhaps? Okay. Find I find some gold. Like kind of on the ground. Just a maybe a bag of gold. I find a bag of gold. Kind of partially buried, maybe beneath the dirt. Where I was planting a seed, like I was pushing down the seed, and I find a bag of dirt, a bag of gold. You know what? Let's just make it mysterious. A bag, a small. I find a small pouch. Okay. Now I'm looking at this pouch. Whoops. And oh yeah, here's all the facts about the app. So yeah, they're App Store, Google Play, Amazon for the Kindle. Uh, okay. Let's say I find it. I find this thing, this pouch, and I stop. Now, when I stop to look at this pouch, does my father apparently right now? Does he notice? I'm gonna say he's too focused on the ground. Does father notice us? Does father's notice me stopping? Stopping? No, but uh, he doesn't. Okay, so he doesn't notice, but what? He doesn't hear us working. Like he doesn't visually see us working, but he can hear. I didn't really specify how that question precisely. He doesn't notice, but there's a button there. Oh, I see but's probably more advantage for us. If it was and, it would have been worse. But no, but he does he does hear the if it is gold, I'm gonna say that's a tough one. And what? But he also finds something perhaps. But he hears something. All right, so what does he hear? Well, we found this pouch. What does he hear? Let's do a detail focus. What does father hear? Dignified. He so our father, he notices how good we're putting the seeds in, how good like we were doing basically. So well no that means I'm sorry, I forgot the oracle question was does he hear something? He hears something good. A clock tower. Maybe there's like it's like high noon. So he hears like a very pleasant clock tower in the background somewhere from the town. Like we're just on the edge of town. So he hears a clock tower. It's a great little melody. He hears the clock tower, or I should say we hear the clock tower uh bell ring 12 o'clock. Whoops. So that's just how I perceive that one. But because of that, um, maybe his attention, like, does he look up at the clock tower? Like, does he like he just likes to hear it and he looks and he just kind of takes a breather. Does father look towards the clock tower? Let's see. He does. Okay, so yes, father does stop for a moment to look at the clock tower. At there's a church. Church bells. Maybe someone got married, or it is 12 o'clock. So it's church bells. Just we heard, and he looks over. Maybe he's very religious. He just looks over the church. He prays or something, and that gives us a moment to look inside the pouch. So this pouch, or maybe I'm thinking like it's a little purse. Like you open it up and it has a little click lock on it. You open it. This little pouch. Let's do topic. We open the pouch. What do we find inside? What do I find inside the pouch? Let's see. History. Okay, so a letter, perhaps, or some artifact of sorts? History, social. Maybe a document, perhaps. I find a note. Looks very old. There's handwriting on it, handwritten. Um, I'm gonna say unlikely. If I'm just a kid, do I recognize the writing on the note? Yes, I do. Okay, so it's in English. So the writing is in English. Okay. And what is the note? Do I have time to read the note like, before a father notices? Do I have time to read the note before father notices we stopped working? Because now he's looking up and he's looking to his right or he's looking in some direction. Let's see. Yes, but just for a moment. So, yes, uh, I do, but just for a few seconds. That's how I interpret that but. Okay, what is the note about? Okay, what do I notice about the notes? The letter, I should say. Or note or letter. Knowledge. Okay, it's something it has to do with it's probably if I understand what it's writing or it's in English, it is just a note or a memoir maybe. It's knowledge. So perhaps it is a route Oh, it's a map. It's a map. I'm gonna say it's handwritten notes on how to get somewhere. So it's handwritten notes on how to get handwritten directions. Like make a left, make a right, blah blah blah. But we don't get to see all of it. Can't read all of it due to time. So we quickly put the note away and then we get back to work. So we put note back, put note into pockets. So that's our inventory item. So that's basically how it works. That um, pacing move, failure move, do like we can try failure move, unwelcome truth. We have a hole in our pocket, and the note goes to the pocket. That I don't know, something stupid like that. So all of this is very interesting, and I like the concept. I think this could work. And then we you can hit export, and then I can save this, or I can copy it all to I can copy all of it to hopefully it can last a full hour or so as long as my sessions go, because there'll be a lot of notes. So I might do both like HTML and text file. But then, something while I put my note into my pocket, escort, I always get that a lot. Escort delivered to safety, guardians, money, or valuables. Yeah. So that's probably not the most necessary timing for that. Random event. What happens? Protect rumors. Huh. We're hearing voices like the note is magical. So tell me what you guys think of this. Like if this would work for a whole campaign, just gonna get stuffed in here. But I do like how it's the Oracle um concept. But I do miss at times my, little percentage system that I use with One Page Mythic. And my other Oracle, I actually have several Oracles that I use for from time to time, and that would be this one percentage system. So within 65% chance that I'm going to fall off the edge of the cliff, 21 I do fall off the edge of the cliff. So that would be the percentage Oracle. But yeah, this was the whole episode I had in mind for doing this, a half an hour. And it's just to showcase this little app that I found, and I'm sure other people are using it. But the fact there is an app store that this is an actual phone app is very intriguing, and I have it also on there. But it's a great little minimal, like it says, all-in-one toolkit to play your favorite tabletop RPGs without a GM. So, and I hope they keep adding things to it because um, there is no like inventory item maker. They do have the NPC maker, but yeah, here's one page solo. This is what I was talking about from earlier. Um, it's based on all of these, which use playing cards, which I don't use playing cards at all. And it's again, it's really intriguing. So that is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next time. I hope next week is gonna be absolutely insane for me at work. So don't expect too many episodes of Misfortune. I'm gonna try to get to a couple, perhaps tonight, but I was hoping just to do a video tonight because I was sick for the past couple of days and feeling better enough to do a video right now. But in any event, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys. And I will save this, just in case. In any event, see you next time.